Hello and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I'm Jason Masker with Stratascale, and we're partnering with CDO Magazine, MIT CDO IQ, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers in a series of interviews. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Yingying Kang, Director of Data Science at Assurant. Yingying, great to see you.
Hi, Jason. Hey, hello, everyone. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk with CDO Magazine and talk with everybody.
Yeah, well, great to speak with you. So I'm curious, with you and your team, is deep learning, is building models kind of more essential right now, or where do you spend your time, and what gets the focus? I guess where do you get the most value?
Talking about it, data science is a very broad category, and so if you cover in general, just to say, hey, data science. Typically, when other people ask me what is data science, I will say anything is surrounding data, no matter that we are just expose certain data, allow people to use this data, or that we transform and process those data to make them clean with the good quality, or that we say, hey, we summarize from those data and then bring out the insight, or even to say, hey, use this data to predict what will happen tomorrow, and also bring the prescriptions to bring the best practice or solutions to the business. Anything around the data, it is included in the data science. So all today that is we are continually receiving exponential level of the information. If by a single team and by a single person, typically it's very difficult for us to be able to process those data and make those data visible and also explainable by ourselves. So that is why we have multiple partners and multiple teams to help us. And then talking from these different layer, advanced analytics or analytics and machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, they are just only different level of the technology for us to be able to make those data connected and make those data visible and ready to be used, and also that to shape the insight and also bring out the solution on the top of this data. So everything out of the goal it is to how we can be able to bring the value from those data. And of course that the first fund typically that when we start a team, they say, hey, what we need to build? First one that we need to build the framework layer so that we can be able to extract those data in the same platform and make those data with the quality, resilience, and visible and usable. And then on the top of it, that we typically have different layer of analytical framework. So we can be able to summarize the information from different level of data, from different dimension. So people can be able to see, and decision makers can be able to see, okay, hey, what is going on in my business process and what our customer really need. And on the top of it, then we say, hey, we want to understand, can you tell me what will happen tomorrow? Because that, for example, we need to use it to do the staff planning, and we need to use it to do the inventory control, and all that we want to proactively capture what our customer really need beyond our product delivery. So all this that is to say, hey, then they will utilize those machine learning technologies to drive it. However, that is then beyond only analysis. Analysis is to present what is the fact. But however, that typically business to say, hey, I understand what is going on, but can you tell me what is solution? So that from there, we need to convert those insight into, okay, hey, what is best practice? What is a solution to help our business to have better operation process, have a better customer experience? And then from there, it will be more than just one time of the analytical report or one time of the modeling result. So from there, then we need to shape this machine learning process. That means it need to have an iterative process of the development and deliver to the business, and business be able to utilize those solutions and give us the feedback and to see, hey, what is going on, what additional usage we can use. And then once we have this good learning environment, right, between the business and the data-driven process, and then we can be able to really help our business to have a sustainable development. From there, it is where the deep learning framework come in. Is because if you say, hey, I only want to say, give me a batch of the data, I want to understand, can you tell me, okay, what potentially that will happen tomorrow? This is that then machine learning, any machine learning algorithm can do it. But however, the major problem is any business process or any day that our customer demand will change. And how we can be able to enable our solution, provide accuracy, good accuracy across the time. And no matter that how what change will happen to the business, we can always be able to help business to capture those change and then be able to have the right decision based on those change. That is where we need to build this learning loop, this learning environment. That is where the deep learning that it can help us into this effort.
So that's interesting. Yeah, the business will always be focused on the business outcome, right? And
Yeah.
but beneath that, there's this ocean of important things, right? Because you touched on so much there, from the data, garbage in, garbage out, right? Keeping it clean, and it's like a building. You walk in, everybody sees the marble lobby, everybody sees the archways, but the plumbing's just as important. So is the machine learning? Are you able to use that to help with? I mean, data cleansing. These types of activities are traditionally very labor intensive. Are you able to make your own processes more efficient using the same techniques?
Very good question. Actually, that is our day by day. We spend lots of effort to enhance our operational level, so we can make sure our data scientists, they don't need to worry about the cleansing and transformation. They can be able to have the data and as clean as possible, and then build the insight and deliver to the business as soon as possible. So we have both internal effort and also that we partner with lots of industry giants to build this machine learning operations management solution.
Okay.
And of course, the goal of all these solutions is to make sure that we have the connected data layer, and also that with the good, they have the good quality, they have the good governance, and they have the good resilience and usability. So that is the goal of the operational layer.
Okay. So what role do you see data playing and data science playing in the overall digital transformation that we see happening in business?
AI and machine learning has played a key role in digital transformation. For every business today, it is a good thing that we live in the 21st century. I always say, hey, we are lucky that we live in 21st century. And anytime I have any problem, I just need to make a call or I just text on my cell phone, and I can connect to somebody. They can always be able to either solve problem for me or connect me to somebody who can help me to solve the problem. So for example, that today is to say, hey, my iPhone, my cell phone is broken. What I can do, I used to need to firstly that to find a way to even drive to the Apple store and make appointment, wait in a line and then make appointment to say, hey, can I fix my phone? And either they say, hey, I can tell you that you need to fix it or not, or that you say, hey, give me your phone. You can come back that in 3 days. So typically it will take a long process to solve a problem. But today that it is lucky that we have a multiple channel to allow the users or customers to submit their problem and provide supporting document by different form, either that by phone, by text, and by web form. And they have multiple ways to shorten this experience. And also that from backend, we can be able to utilize different AI machine learning technologies to expedite this the service process and make sure that we can solve the problem for them for customers as soon as possible. And all this that today we have I believe that majority of the business that already that get onto the digital journey or that is already shaping their digital transformation process or technologies. But however, that also bring lots of the pin, and we call it a growing pin. Is, for example, to say, hey, if today that we open this portal, allow the users to submit their claim or submit their supporting document online, but that then how can we be able to manage all these documents? How can we make sure that all these documents have been transcribed correctly? And is there any security issue we need to make sure that we capture at the beginning? And how we can be able to parse all those information from the different large amount of the structured or unstructured data correctly, and then manage our claim system. So from there, that is today many business that they will spend lots of they will send lots of expert to do all this quality check, sanity check, and to verify, okay, hey, is there any problem, or that to do adjudication process. However, here that means, okay, hey, you open the door to millions of customers to submit those documents, but however, you have a single queue to do all this operation process. But here, that is where the artificial intelligence and machine learning will come in. Firstly, that for every decision, because each time we tell customer yes or no, that your document is wrong, or that, okay, hey, your claim, it can be approved or not. Every decision, it will determine that how our customer experience will be. So we want to make sure our decision maker, they have the information, they make decision on the top of the fact and on the right fact. That is first one. Second, it is that we want to utilize technologies to help our adjudicators or help our business decision makers to shorten this, to release them from this heavy burden, and to automate those process, and to release them from the repeated labors, so they can be able to spend smartly utilizing their time and skill set. So from there, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning play a very key role in any digital transformation process.
Well, thank you, Yingying, for joining me today. This has been a great conversation. Please visit cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Jason.